Records.
Checking 1 2, checking 1 2. What's up, my people? I hope you're having a fantastic weekend. Guess who's back? It feels good to be back, man. Thank you guys for all the support, all the time that I've been away, all the people that have subscribed to the channel. I really do appreciate it, guys. It really means a lot to me. And it's really good to have you guys here and just supporting me. And yeah, I've got a lot to talk about. So let's get started, man. First of all, I've been away. I traveled to Kenya. It's crazy, man. Kenya is an amazing country. It's just beautiful. A lot of curves and hills and great weather. And yeah, you know, it's just been amazing. And yeah, of course, got a suntan a little bit. I don't know if it shows, but it's fine. But yeah, man, it's shit. Okay, before we get started, let's just check if these things are working.
Watoto, endeni mkafanya nini? Homework, tafadhali.
All right, it looks like that works. Okay, let's check this out. Okay, that works too. And this one.
Are you crazy? You're fucking. You are fucking.
That works. And the last one.
Because I am going to the work. If you don't do, you do to other places. Why are you shouting?
All right, looks like all the audio and the sound effects are working and the music is working and the screen sharing is working. Yes, we're ready to get started. Now, I wanted to give you guys a quick geography lesson as to where Kenya is and where the UK is. So, now, normally we would have flown over Egypt and then we would have taken a left turn and, you know, directed off to the UK. But I think because of what's happening in, you know, Israel and all that kind of stuff and all the Muslim countries, we kind of went a different way this time. And the flight took freaking 9 hours, man. It was crazy. 9 freaking hours. It was mental. By the time I got, you know, to London, it was just like, man, my head was just exploding. I just couldn't, you know, freaking take it. So we didn't go like directly up. We went slightly to the side. So we went over like South Sudan. We went over South Sudan, then Chad, and then Libya, and then we got out, like we flew over Tunisia, and then we went into France, over Paris, and then back up to London. That's how that's the I guess the route that we took, rather than just flying directly up to Egypt and then taking a left turn, going over Italy and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, it was really crazy. And I can't even believe the day that I landed, the day before that, 120 flights got canceled because of the bad weather that was going on in the UK. And I'm just absolutely lucky that my flight didn't get canceled, because then I would have missed the flight. But yeah, it was just really crazy. But anyway, okay, so that's out of the picture. Now, the whole purpose I wanted to do this live session, I wanted to talk about the comments that Maureen had posted. Maureen and Ivy. First of all, I want to shout out to all the people that subscribed. Let me just mention your names super quickly. I'm just going to read out what I can see here. Fancy Barrera, thank you so much for the sub. Double K Cox, that's your name. Okay, that's your username. It is what it is. Simprafi, Charles Beck, Miriam Safi, Labuzi, Joe Mama, D Kim is back. Thank you guys so much for the support. Oh, and Andy C. Thank you so much, guys, for the sub and the support. I really do appreciate it. I hope that after this live, I don't lose some subs, because I'm going to be talking about some really crazy stuff. Now, let's get into the comment that Maureen had made. Now, before we get into the comment, actually, let's just talk a little bit about the video and what I was trying to say here. So this was the video I had posted. Was it like what, a month? Oh, 2 weeks ago. I posted this video 2 weeks ago, and I was talking about what, Kenyan women are only after one thing, and it's really crazy. And I think it kind of triggered Maureen because she was like, she was really pissed off, and she made a comment over here. So we're going to read that comment, and I'm going to respond to everything that she was saying. But before we do that, in order to grab you guys' attention, I need to just show you guys a few clips.
Okay. Smallest.
Welcome to Kenya, man. Welcome to Kenya. That's it, baby. That's it. So, I mean, this is the kind of content that's been posted out there, man. This is the stuff that you guys are posting. I'm just showing you what you guys are posting. Look at this.
Ntamu babe, hiyo kitu ni tamu, hiyo kitu ikiwa na nyama babe, hivyo nyama kavu ntamu babe. Cheze.
Look, you see, I don't make the rules, man. This is the content that's out there, man. This is how you guys are portraying yourselves, and then you get pissed off when people treat you as such. Okay, for those of you that are not understanding what she just said, because I'm a professional Kiswahili speaker, I'm able to translate and speak the language very well. So she's just basically talking about doing it, and she really likes it, without protection and all that kind of stuff. And I mean, this is the conversations that are happening, man. The content is there, man. I'm just showing you what's out here on the streets. That's it, So
we watoto, endeni mkafanya nini? Homework, tafadhali.
Yeah, just tell your kids, just go and do your homework, because the adult content is about to begin. That's basically what this is about. Now, here's her comment. She says, "Before you feel like you can attack my country people." Maureen, first of all, your English is, like, I know I have bad English, but man, this is another level. So so she was like super triggered, and I was like, I'm gonna have to respond to this, because there's a lot of points that you've just all mixed up in one go, and it's like, if I don't break it down, I guess maybe you might not understand it, because I couldn't respond with another comment. I just said I'm going to make a video about this. So let's break down your comment first, and then try to decipher what you're saying. Okay, so you're saying, before you feel like you can attack my country people, I want to defend us. Okay, very good. You guys. What are your ribs?
Are you crazy? You're fucking paranoid. You are fucking.
What do you mean, you guys? That's messed up. How can you say you guys? You guys come from your so-called Western. It's not so-called. It is the Western countries. So you come from your Western countries, come to not only Kenyan. What? Let's just say Africa. Oh, okay. So you don't, as in, we just don't visit only Kenya, but we visit all the African countries. And let's just say Africa, you have come. Wait, what? Let's just say Africa, you have come for a vacation. Let me stop you right there. Let me just stop you right there. What is the definition of a vacation? It means you're leaving your job, and you're the thing that you normally do every day. You stop doing that, and you travel, or you just go to a different location, or you just, wherever you are, you just stop doing what you normally do to earn money and live your life, and you want to take a break from that. And normally these breaks are temporary. It's for a short amount of time, and you want to just go there and relax. So you already know that when a foreigner comes into your country, they're not going to be there to retire, and they're not coming in with all their luggage and baggage and, oh, let's go, and now I want to live here for forever and ever, and I'm going to find the life, the partner that I'm going to live with for the rest of my life. They're just coming there to relax, take a break, and then they want to go back. At some point, they will go back. You have to understand that. If you went on vacation from your job, it's not indefinite, it's not permanent. You will go back to your job at some point. So you already know this. Why would you want to start to do something permanent with this person when you know that they're temporarily there? Do you even know the reason why they're there? Yes, maybe fine. Most of them are just there to relax. And if they want to have a good time, that's on them. That's what they want to do, right? So, okay. Anyway, let's carry on. So you've come for a vacation, and so you just need to enjoy and get yourself a good girl, make her like you. Let's stop you right there. I get the whole, if men go out on a vacation and they're single and they go out and they just want to have a good time, you know what's going to go down. You can't refute that argument. That it's inevitable, man. They're going to find someone that they can, do some funny stuff with. It's just part of nature. And so they want to have a good time. So you know that they're out there, they're on vacation, so they're temporarily there and they just want to have a good time. And then you're looking at them as, oh, this is someone that I want to be permanently invested with and I want to give them my all. Who's on the wrong here? Is it you or is it them? Just look at it from that perspective first, okay? So you just need to, let's see this. So you just need to enjoy and get yourself a good girl, make her like you, or even worse, fall in love with you. Or fall in love you. Wait, fall in love. Okay. My God, this English. Okay, so let's get another point straight here. Who does the picking? It's the women. The women decide who they want to be in like, they want to give their punani to and who they want to spend their physical body with, right? It's the woman who says, yeah, women have like 1,000 guys standing in line. 1,000 guys. There's always a guy. I mean, you open any woman's inbox, you open her phone. I'm pretty sure you, Maureen, your WhatsApp, you've got like a gazillion archived messages from unread messages that are just been archived over there because you don't read them, because it's like all these guys just want to hook up with you and all these guys are just constantly texting you and you know subconsciously why they're texting you and bothering you. So you already know this. So you have the luxury of just picking from all these men. If I had that luxury, wouldn't I be a bit wise and do some research and really be picky and say, okay, let me see. There's option A, option B. This guy has got A, B, C, D. This guy's got this. So yeah, I'll just pick someone that like someone has good qualities and all that kind of stuff, and I can see my future with this person, right? Out of 1,000 people. Look, I understand sometimes maybe if you've got too many choices, you're spoiled for choice. You might just take all the options for granted. So at the end of the day, let's establish that you are the one who decides who is allowed to approach you, who is allowed to have a physical relationship, an intimate physical relationship with you. It's simple. Or am I just talking to myself here? Okay. We're getting there. Let's read what else you're saying here. So you fall in love, you use her for the period your vacation lasts. Then the moment you take that plane back to your country, you forget about her, even change your number and go back to your fellow Western ladies that you respect and want to have an actual relationship with. The African was just a fling and it's all over. So if she goes through the same with like, man, slow down. First of all, this whole thing of the men going back to their Western ladies that they respect and love more. I don't know if you've heard about passport bros. So yeah, and look, I'm not even lying. This content is all on the internet. Like you can literally just search it up especially on YouTube. Like there's a lot of men's content that's just going around where people are just saying that they're tired of Western women and they just want to move out of there and they just want to go and find more traditional women. So I don't know what you're talking about over here, because that's the whole kind of purpose why most men kind of like move out of the Western world. It's like they just want to go out there and find someone who's traditional and you know, they don't want a lot of drama. And I don't know what you're talking about, that they want to go back to that noise and drama and nagging. Why would they want to do that? Right? So I don't really kind of agree with you on that part. And then you're talking about, so let's see this. Changing the number, that doesn't make any sense. But at the end of the day, this is the person that you've picked. Because look, men will always want to shoot their shot. There was this video. Before I show you the video. If a man has two options, okay? He's been shot in the leg and he's dying, he says, and the option A is to go to the hospital and get this treated, or option B is, oh, there's this beautiful young lady that is just willing to give it to you. Do you want to go and do her? 9 times out of 10, the guy's just going to go for the lady. He's going to be like, yeah, my leg is bleeding, but goddamn, look at her, you know? And so that's how it is. It's like, I don't know how to even explain it. It's like an itch that you have to scratch, right? You just have to scratch it. And that's how it is for men. And they just want to get it out of the system. And no matter whatever is happening in their lives, and you know, they're going through a lot of crap, but if they get that opportunity to just, you know, go and, you know, smash, they're just going to go and do it, right? So they're always shooting their shot. At the end of the day, it's the woman that decides, okay, you know what? I'm going to let you shoot. I'm going to let you play. I'm going to invite you into the gates. I'm going to open the gates and let you in. So you are the gatekeeper. You as a woman, you're the one who says, yes, okay, you know what? Out of all these 1,000 men that have approached me, I will let you in and have your fun. Yeah? Isn't that right? So if you're the gatekeeper, you're the gatekeeper, and the people that you invite in constantly keep messing up your life, you know, leaving you high and dry or something, or you know, doing things that, you know, that are really messing up your life, then why would you keep letting these kind of people in? Wouldn't you ask yourself, maybe the decisions that I'm making are bad? Here, okay, let me give you another analogy, okay? Think of it like going to the shop and picking a mango. Okay, you want to go to the shop, you want to buy a mango, okay? And you're going there, you go to the shop, you want to buy a mango, and the shopkeeper tells you, out of the 10 mangoes that are there, the shopkeeper tells you, don't pick the 10th mango. It's really bad. And you tell the shopkeeper, no, screw you. It's my body, my choice. I'm going to pick the 10th mango. And you still pick it anyway. You go home, you cut it open, and it's bad. And then you go back to the shop again, and you tell the shopkeeper, no, don't tell me what mango to pick. You go and pick another mango. You go home, you cut it open, it's bad. I mean, at that point, even after the first, I guess, experience, you can say, you picked a bad mango, right? Wouldn't you then go back to the shop and say, okay, you know what? I kind of picked a bad mango. Maybe I'll listen to the shopkeeper this time. Maybe I'll go to the shopkeeper and be like, okay, you know what? Maybe you tell me who I should, you know, what, I mean, not who, but what should I pick out of these mangoes, man? Yeah, I mean, that makes sense to me, right? So, and I think I even talked about this in my previous video where I was saying that back in the days, if a man wanted to marry a woman, he would go to her father and he would talk to the dad, and the man would be able to look at the other man, because you fight fire with fire. A man knows another man. He can look at him and be like, I know what your intentions are. I know what kind of a person you are. But we've cut out that process. We've completely cut it out, and now we're just allowing the women to just go out there and pick whoever they want. And it's like telling a gazelle to pick between a hyena, a zebra, you know, a leopard, whatever. You know, it's like Go and pick your friend gazelle. Go and find who really, wants to be your friend. Go out there and explore Mother Nature and see who wants to really take care of you. And the hyena is just going to be there laughing. So it kind of makes sense to me, right? So yeah, I think I've kind of explained that to the best of my abilities. I hope it makes sense. Okay. Now you're saying, what are you saying here? So you're saying it's all over if she goes through the same with like 2 or 3 men. Wait, hang on a second. So even after the first experience, you should have learned your lesson, right? Okay, maybe let's say 2. Let's say 2 experiences. You picked 2 lousy guys. Both of them turned out to be jerks. Maybe they just wanted to sleep with you and they left the country and blocked you and whatever. That should have been a wake-up call. That should have been a wake-up call and said, holy shit, there's something I'm doing wrong. I need to stop picking these men. I need to maybe consult someone who has made it, who has, I guess, a better skill set in picking men. Maybe I should consult them. No. What do you do? Let me tell you what you do. So these are your words, Maureen. These are your words, not mine. What do you do? So you say 2 or 3 men, that will make her not to want to gain as much as possible. No, wait, that will... Man, this English, just bear with me for a second. Wait, 2 to 3 men, what will make her not to want to gain as much as possible from the next Westerner she meets? Why wouldn't she advise her mates and tell them don't fall in love? He wants to use you and drop you. So let's go back to the shop analogy with the mango. So you go into the shop, you already know you're bad at picking mangoes. You go there, you constantly keep picking the bad mangoes, and then you wait in the shop, and any new customer that comes in to pick mangoes, you tell them, don't listen to the shopkeeper, listen to me. I will advise you on what mangoes to pick.
Are you crazy? You're fucking. You are fucking. You are fucking.
Let me just try and compose myself. Okay, I am composed. Why the fuck would you do that, man? Why? Why would you do that? So, this is how I've broken down your comment. This is how it makes sense to me in my head. Okay? So, so now you're saying, and tell them don't fall in love. He wants to use you and drop you. So fish as much as you can from him. Well, we are sorry if your tit goes against your tat, but it's a two highway road. What the freaking... Okay, this other part doesn't make any sense whatsoever, but this whole thing about fishing as much as you can. Oh, man, that is some other messed up shit, man. Fishing as much as you can. I mean, what kind of example are you setting for the rest of the women? Because you have to remember, younger girls are looking up to you. They're not going to look up to men. They're going to look up to an older woman. They're going to set an older woman as their role model. And you're advising these younger girls that, hey, you know what? These Westerners that are coming into the country, milk as much money as you can, baby. And when you're talking about milk as much money as you can, then they go ahead and start making content like
Who
this.
Who has the fastest nyash? Okay, let's show them. Show them, baby girl.
Man, this is just sad, man. This is just sad. And Ivy, we're coming back to your comment as well. I'm going to break down your comment too. And then we're going to talk about some chats. I got some screenshots. I got some evidence, baby. We're going to be talking about that as well. So let's look at Ivy's comment. Okay, so this is the same video, but I think this was from the short, and she created. She made a comment on the short over here, and she was saying, and it's the short was from the same video, and she was saying, Ivy, this is what you're saying. First of all, thank you for the sub. I really do appreciate that. And hey, look. Don't take this in a negative way, okay? We're just having a conversation. We're just having a debate. I don't want you to feel personally attacked, okay? Maureen, same thing. Maureen's been here for like years, and we've had conversations back and forth, and it's been fun. We've collaborated together. We've made content together. We've talked about stuff. We're just having a conversation, okay? So I don't want anyone here to feel personally attacked, like I'm freaking attacking you, man. This is a comedy show, man.
I am going to the work. If you don't do, you do the other places.
Why are you shouting? So why are you shouting? We're just having fun, okay? All right. So let's see what Ivy's saying. Ivy's saying, that's where most men go wrong, thinking that every girl is after their money because of maybe a scenario, and they end up chasing the stars while they literally had the moon and left it. First of all, Ivy, I want to say that stars are bigger than the moon. So if they had the stars, then why the fuck would they get the moon? I'm just joking. Of course, I know what you mean. Yes, there are amazing women in this world. In Kenya, there are amazing women. I absolutely agree with you. I'm not disagreeing with that fact at all. There are a lot of people out there that are amazing. They're really humble. They're good. They have good intentions. They want to do good. They want to find that strong, relationship and bond, and find that one person that they want to spend the rest of their lives with and grow old together. I absolutely agree with you. But the problem is that even these people that are good, if they mingle with people who are bad, it will turn them bad. If you've been cheated on or you've been manipulated multiple times and you were a good person, you will go bad at some point. You will be like, you know what? Screw the world. There's only so much that a person can take. If you are manipulated and people keep taking advantage of you, you will start reflecting at yourself. You'll start looking at yourself and saying, you know what? All these people have done all these bad things to me. They're taking advantage of me. They're using my money or whatever, my resources, whatever. Why the hell do I need to play fair? Why do I need to be the good person? I'm just going to go out and do whatever the hell I want to do, And I get that. And to regain that trust, to become the good guy again, it's just not easy. And I think it's look at corruption in Kenya, for instance, right? You know that corruption and bribing people and giving money to get your thing done is a norm. And anyone that plays by the book and follows the rules and the law are always left behind. They are always kicked to the curb, and they feel like shit. What do they end up doing? They go with the rest of the crowd. They say, you know what? You scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. If you want me to do something for you, you need to pay me as well. So it's the same thing with relationships. You could be a good person. You could have good intentions. But if you keep encountering bad people, you're just going to go bad. You're just going to be like, I can't take it anymore. This is bullshit. And everyone's out here to get me. And I'm going to put my walls up. Now, for me, for instance, there's only so many people that you can encounter, and that, okay, what the hell are these people after? They're constantly asking me for money or whatever. And I know the situation in Kenya is bad and the economy is really bad. But I mean, if you're still trying to get to know someone, right? Why would you go down even without physically meeting this person, you're already asking for money. And if you've already been through these stages in your life where people have done this to you and manipulated you and taken advantage of you, you're going to put your walls up. You're going to be like, you know what? I feel like this is a red flag. I'm going to back away. So that's how it is. That's how it is with everyone. If a lot of men came and, promised you stuff and then they lied to you and then they slept with you and just, disappeared, you'd also think twice then next time, isn't it? You'd also now put your walls up and say like, okay, you know what? I'm not going to do anything until you pay me, or you do something for me, or you prove yourself to me. Because to regain trust, to regain that affection for someone is not easy. And once that trust is broken, you become like this hard shell. Like you form this hard shell around you. You put your walls up, you put your guard up, and it's now even harder for someone to get to you, to connect with you. And it's messed up, and this is the world that we're living in now. Back then, when I guess the sexual marketplace wasn't just this deregulated, I guess you can say, things were different. There used to be like, okay, arranged marriage is a bit too much, but I kind of felt like there used to be communities where maybe one tribe or one community would talk to another community, and they would all come together and then decide, okay, I think these two are an amazing couple. They should get together and, start a family and all that kind of stuff. But we don't have that anymore. Now the whole marketplace is just, the sexual marketplace is just deregulated. Everyone can just go around, get on an app, pretend whatever their name is. I can call myself Johnny tomorrow and just say that I'm 25 years old and I'm just looking to settle down, and then, bang someone and then just delete the app. It's as simple as that. That's what's going on these days. We don't have, and shame has been completely eradicated from our society. And I think that's why people are just really misbehaving and doing whatever the hell they want to do. And the internet has given us this ability to just hide our true identities. When we're online, when we create these profiles on certain apps, we become a certain persona. I was just thinking about this the other day. Like, you have all these different social media apps, right? And each social media app, you have a certain persona of yourself. Like you have a certain personality of yourself. And it just got me thinking, like, on Instagram, I could be someone else. Yeah, I could be like a rich person. On Facebook, I could be like a bodybuilder or whatever. And then on YouTube, I can just be this nerd who's just making YouTube videos and stuff. It's messed up. And with these different personalities, you can approach to, Miriam, thank you so much for the comment. What are you saying? 100% on Ivy's comment. Yeah, I kind of agree with you. She's absolutely right. She has a valid point. She's made a valid point, but you also have to think about the whole once bitten, twice shy kind of thing. Maybe let's say she is the good girl. She has good intentions, right? But if the men that she's encountering have also been dumped or have been manipulated, and they put their guard up, it's going to be very difficult for her to connect to that person, isn't it? So, yeah, that's also true. Well, it was just something that I wanted to share. I just, I kind of liked it. Right. Anyway, today I'm not even sharing my screen. Today I wanted to give a shout out to the women in Kenya. I think today they're having this some feminist march against, I don't know if I can say this word on YouTube, but it's right there, FEMICIDE. It's going on, and they're marching because while I was in Kenya, I was reading up on, I saw a lot of posts and content on social media regarding how women have been let me use a more censored word. Ended. They have been ended when they go to Airbnbs, and it's really messed up. But you also have to look at it from a common sense kind of way. Now, I understand the situation is really messed up, but look at it from a common sense kind of way, right? Like, you haven't physically met this person. You're meeting them for the first time on these dating apps or whatever, and you're seeing them for the first time. Why wouldn't you want to meet this person in a public place, right? Why would you want to meet them in an Airbnb secretly, just want to hang out with them and and do the nasty stuff. Okay, fine. I understand maybe your hormones are all over the place, and maybe he's texted you and said the right things. Men are very good at lying, so they could say they could say anything to just get into the panties. And so maybe he said all the right stuff, right? But you haven't met this guy for the first, like, you're meeting him for the first time. Why would you want to meet him in a private, place where he could just do anything and everything? And at the end of the day, this is a man. You even though I know we're encouraging women to be strong and independent, you are alone in the room with a man. He will definitely outpower you. He will God only knows what things he's carried with him to the Airbnb. You gotta just have some common sense, man. But and here's the other thing. Fine, even if you guys do decide to go there and do your stuff, at least tell someone, or tell a friend or something. Keep a friend nearby or something, like someone that you can contact immediately. Because I know how the emergency services in Kenya works. It's really messed up. I remember calling 911 or 999, and I called them to tell them that I got into an accident. This was a couple of years ago, and they just cut the phone on me. So it's not even funny. It's not even funny. Why did I even laugh? It's really messed up. So for the police and the emergency services in Kenya, this is for you. So yeah, anyway. Okay. So yeah, just wanted to give a shout out to that. Now, I have some screenshots here. That's gotta be interesting. And then we have this picture. I had to share this one. Now, like I said, I'm an expert in speaking Kiswahili. So let me just read this out for you in the correct way it's supposed to be read out. Nani ashawaidinya huyu demu? Anaitwa Shiko Wamwas. Mkiwa kwa game anapigia caretaker akuje rent. Caretaker anakuja na kelele inabidi tu kama wewe ndio client yake anamlipia rent. Man, my Swahili is it's beautiful. Anakaa hapa Joska. Hii ni sampli ya mwizi. Okay, because I'm an expert in Kiswahili, let me translate it for you people that don't understand what this means. So basically what she's doing is she will invite you over to her place. You'll start doing the deed, and then all of a sudden she's gonna start calling the landlord, the caretaker, or the landlord of the apartment, and the guy's gonna show up, and he's gonna be like, "But you haven't paid the rent. You haven't paid the rent." And so she's gonna look at the guy and be like, "Oh, babe, can you help me out here?" I think it's genius, man. Freaking hell, man. We need to change our strategies, man. Our business strategies. Right? We need to find other sources of income, man. All right, let's start off with this conversation. So this was the chat. This is the chat that I wanted to share. So this was a friend of mine. He was telling me about this meetup that he wanted to have with this girl, and they were talking for some time, and they were talking for some time, and they felt that maybe it's time to meet up. The guy did all the hard work of texting and getting ready, and I guess you can say psyching her up for the date so that they could meet. Okay, so this is what this guy was doing. So here you can just see in the conversation, the guy says, I think the guy's on the right, the guy's like, I have left the house, just stuck in a shitload of traffic. Where have you reached? And this is at around 5:55 p.m. Okay, this is at 5:55 p.m. And she's like, I'm in Juja. Okay, so it's some location that's like pretty far or something. So she's texting that at 6 o'clock. Okay, so just remember the times, guys. Remember the times. Okay. Now the guy is like, okay, 15 minutes away. I'm near the highway. Wow, the traffic. I've reached. Where are you? Hey, yeah. Okay. So he's reached about 6:35. So I'm guessing they had planned to like meet up at 6 o'clock. And so he was 35 minutes late. Okay. But she hasn't even reached yet. Because you can see he messaged her at 6:02, 6:22, 6:23, 6:35. And then she finally replies at like 6:40 and says, yeah, I'm at Ruiru. Okay. So maybe that's supposed to be like closer, I guess. So the guy's like, okay, so how much longer how much more time do you need? It's like 30 minutes. I'm already in town. Okay. She's asking, you're already in town. And he's like, yes. Okay. So she's like, okay, in a few. So it's still 1 hour later. So you have to remember, he's reached there by 6:30. 6:30 he was there. It's 7 o'clock and she's like, in a few, I'll be there. Okay. Let's see how the conversation goes on. Now she's like, so he told her, do you know where Givenchy Gardens is? And she's like, I don't know. Maybe I ask. And the guy's like, I can't help because I don't know the streets as well. I don't know the streets that well. Then she's like, I can't, then she's like, okay, I'm coming. Now that is at 8:20. So from 6:20 or 6:30 to 7, 7 to 8, 8 to 8:20. That's like 2 hours or what? What is that? 2 hours? The guy is just like, I was calling to just say that we can plan another day. Please get home safe. I waited for 2 hours. I'm really tired, so I'm going home. And then she says, shit, I'm there already at 8:52. That's like 9 p.m. And then she's like, we can meet tomorrow at 10:22 p.m. And you have to wonder, there's not a single sorry or I apologize for making you, wait for this long. And the next screenshot is obviously the messages got deleted. You have to wonder, how entitled would this woman have to be? Because honestly, if this was my girlfriend, that would be my ex. Then, I'd be very honest. Girlfriend, if you're listening to this, if this was you and you made me wait for like 2 hours, that's not even 2 hours, man. That's like 3 hours, from 6:30 to 9. Oh man. So the guy texted her. This is now where things just get really messed up. The guy's like, okay, yeah, I understand this part. So let's recap. I had suggested we cancel, but you insisted that we meet. So the guy wanted to cancel, but she insisted that they should meet. Okay. The guy says, I had suggested the location to which you never mentioned that you have no idea how to get there until the last minute. When you plan to meet up with someone, and you tell them, hey, can you meet me at point A? Obviously, these discussions are happening 2 to 3 days before you're meeting that person. Obviously, have some common sense and say something like, oh, I don't know where that location is. Maybe you can direct me. Even if you never knew where that location is, you've got Google Maps, man. I mean, how difficult is it to use Google Maps to know how to get there? All right. So here's another whip for her. Then the guy's like, you never mentioned you are new to Nairobi, so I had no idea. So even she had no idea how to get around Nairobi. And then we had agreed 6 p.m. and you showed up at 9 p.m. And number 5, I told you we should cancel if it rains, but you insisted we meet anyway. I guess there's a lot of miscommunication, so it is what it is. And she's like, my bad. And the worst text. But you could have waited for me longer. Fuck. What? You could have waited for me longer. Just how delusional, man. When I couldn't believe this. I just couldn't believe this, that, this is a normal, a normal communication that's been going on between these two. I was just like, damn. Why would you do this? Now, imagine if the roles were reversed. If she was waiting for him and he got late. I'm pretty sure if he was late, more than 30 minutes late, she would have just left. She would have just walked out. She would have been like, I'm done, man. I can't be waiting for this guy. Yeah? Damn, man. It's just, it's crazy, man. It's crazy out here on the streets. All right, let's look at this one. One last profile for the day. All right, check this out, guys. So her name starts with B. All right. And she's like, okay, so I'm guessing this is the guy. So the guy texts her and says, "What's up, B?" And she says, "Hello." And the guy's like, "So how's it going? Tell me something or share something about yourself. Tell me what kind of person you are looking for." And then she says, "I'm CL, ain't here for Finn. Living in Nairobi, working 20 years, looking for something serious." So her name on the profile starts with a B, but she tells the guy that her name is CL. And so the guy's like, "Okay, so how can you be looking for something serious when you have a pic of yourself holding your jugs and your tongue is out? What is something serious to you? As in, how would you define serious? Your profile says B, like your name is starting with B, but your name is starting with CL. So how's that serious? You already lying about your name to begin with." So I mean, this was a perfect example of like, what the hell, man? What the freaking hell? That's your profile picture right there, just posing and doing some crazy stuff. And you're talking about being serious. You're looking for something serious. You can't even be serious about your name. And you're talking about you're looking for something serious. Get the hell out of here. I wish I had that.
Because I am going to the work. If you don't do it, do the other place.
Why are you shouting? I don't have the sound effect for get out of here. Get out of here, man. Get out of here. Oh man, it's just crazy that this is the kind of nonsense that's going around on dating apps these days. Here's another screenshot of when she texts the guy. Okay, so she texts the guy. So the guy's name is Boy. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. So she texts the guy. She's like, "What's up, boy? Having a good day?" Now this guy definitely not looking for something serious. All right. This guy is just fooling around. This guy is like, "Hi, my darling. My ding dong is really very hard, and I've been trying to make myself arrive for over 2 hours. And you?" And then she's like, "I'm not H looking for look for another lady to video chat with to make you arrive. Bye." I'm pretty sure her profile was definitely exactly just like this. So you post a picture of yourself standing like that, doing all these crazy things with your jugs and things, and then you wonder why men are just approaching you for. If you portray yourself as an object, you will be treated as such. It's as simple as that, man. It's as simple as that. All right, one last thing. I think this was the riots or the protest that's going on in Nairobi. We need to see more of this stuff, man. This is the stuff we need to see, man. If something is not right, you got to stand up for your rights, man. If you guys don't freaking speak and say something, nothing's going to happen, So yeah, I kind of like that. I was really happy. At least they they came together. The women came together and said, you know what, enough is enough, man. We can't be treated like this. We can't be, there's no security for women. I understand that, and especially in Kenya, it's really bad. And I've heard stories of how men are taking advantage of women because even for jobs, for instance, jobs. I was having a conversation with this other woman, and she was telling me about how she wasn't able to get a job until she slept with the manager, or she slept with the hiring manager or something like that. And I was just completely shocked. Like, and he just told her up front, like, if you want this position, just open those legs and we can get this man, it's messed up, man. It's really messed up. So I'm really glad at least the women are coming together, and they're standing up for their rights. So that's amazing. Okay, guys, I think that's about it. For those of you that watched and checked out the channel, I really do appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much for the support, Miriam, and everyone who subbed. I guess I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Chill Out Records.